wonder why January you swear you'll change your life, but by February you're already back to old habits? It's not because you're lazy, it's because your brain is secretly sabotaging you. The truth is, change sounds exciting. New goals, new habits, new you, until it actually happens. Then suddenly it feels hard, uncomfortable, almost impossible. In this video, I'm going to show you why your brain hates change, even when you truly want it, and how you can finally rewire your mind to make lasting progress this year. And stick around to the end because I'll share a surprisingly simple shift that neuroscientists say can literally trick your brain into loving change. Let's start with a story you can probably relate to. It's January 1st. You've just decided, this is it. I'm getting healthier this year. You buy gym shoes, you make a smoothie, you even watch a couple of motivational videos. The next day, you wake up early, full of energy. The day after that, still pumped. But by week 2, your brain starts whispering things like, maybe tomorrow. It's too cold. One day off won't hurt. Sound familiar? That's not just a lack of discipline. That's your brain doing its job. See, your brain is basically a survival machine. Its number one mission isn't to make you successful or happy. It's to keep you safe. And safe for your brain means predictable. It loves routine, familiarity, and things it can predict. Change, on the other hand, equals danger. Think of your brain as a well-trained dog. If it knows the route to the park, it'll happily walk there every day. But if you suddenly turn left instead of right, it stops, confused. Wait, where are we going? That's what happens in your brain. Your brain runs on millions of neural pathways, like roads. The more you use a certain one, let's say scrolling on your phone when you wake up, the stronger that road becomes. It's smooth, fast, automatic. But when you try to create a new habit, like reading instead of scrolling, your brain has to build a brand new road from scratch. It's bumpy, it's slow, and it's uncomfortable at first. So naturally, your brain says, hey, the old road is way easier. Let's go back. Neuroscientists call this homeostasis. Your body and mind try to maintain the status quo. When you try to change, your brain literally launches a defense mechanism to bring you back to normal. It releases stress hormones like cortisol, making you feel anxious, restless, or tempted to quit. It isn't cruelty, it's a safety alarm. Dr. Joe Dispenza, who studies neuroplasticity, puts it best when he said, your brain doesn't care if you're miserable, it just wants to keep you alive in the familiar. That's why you can crave change and resist it at the same time. Let's talk about the comfort zone trap. Imagine you live in a house. It's old, creaky, not super comfortable, but you know where the switch is, where the floorboards squeak, how to get around in the dark. Now imagine moving into a new house. It's bigger, brighter, but unfamiliar. You don't know where anything is yet. You bump into walls, trip on things, your brain goes, go back to the old one. That's your comfort zone. Psychologists say your comfort zone isn't comfortable because it's good, it's comfortable because it's known. The unknown feels threatening because it means uncertainty. And your brain has learned that uncertainty might equal danger. That's why people fear public speaking more than death. Your brain treats the unknown reaction, people's judgment, as a potential threat. It's also why trying something new, whether starting a business or eating differently, triggers fear. It's not fear of failure, it's fear of uncertainty. Now, here's the paradox. You can't grow without change, but you can't change without leaving your comfort zone. So you're trapped between two forces, one pulling you toward safety and one pulling you toward progress. And guess who's driving? Your subconscious mind, the part running almost 95% of your decisions on autopilot. Remember the autopilot mode in airplanes? Even when the pilot is in control, the system keeps nudging back to the original direction. That's your brain. Every time you try to act differently, it quietly steers you back to old, familiar habits. For example, say you decide you stop eating junk food, then one stressful day, you smell fries, and before you know it, autopilot kicks in. You're eating them. You don't even decide to eat them consciously. It's your subconscious that already did the work for you. So how do you beat the brain at its own game? You can't win by fighting it. You retrain it. Let's explore how to actually rewire your brain for change, backed by science. Number 1, name the resistance. The first step is awareness. Every time you feel that inner pushback, the voice that says, I'll do it tomorrow, or it's too late now, label it. Literally say out loud, that's resistance. Harvard psychologist Daniel Wegner found that when you suppress a thought, it actually comes back stronger. What he calls the rebound effect. But when you name it, your prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of your brain, takes control. So naming it weakens its power. Number 2, make change tiny. Your brain resists big dramatic shifts but barely notices small ones. BJ Fogg from Stanford calls this the tiny habits approach. Instead of trying to meditate for 30 minutes a day, start with one deep breath after brushing your teeth. Then another tomorrow. Small wins create positive feedback loops, little dopamine hits that tell your brain, hey, this new thing feels good. That's how you sneak past your brain's security system, one tiny step at a time. Number 3, visualize the new normal. Your brain doesn't fully know the difference between imagination and reality. The same neural circuits activate when you imagine doing something and when you actually do it. Visualize perfect shirts, races, or routines long before performing them. So spend a minute each day picturing yourself succeeding at the thing you're changing. The more vividly you imagine it, sights, sounds, feelings, the more real it becomes to your subconscious. Number 4, reward the behavior, not the results. We usually wait to feel proud until we've hit big milestones like losing 10 pounds or hitting 1,000 subscribers. But behavioral psychology says we should flip it. Reward the action, not the outcome. Every time you do the new behavior, no matter how small, acknowledge it. A literal pat on your back, writing a check mark, or even saying, nice work, me. This releases dopamine, which your brain craves. Soon, your brain starts associating the action with pleasure instead of pain. Let me tell you a story that perfectly sums this up. There's a caterpillar that climbs a branch and builds a cocoon. From the outside, it looks peaceful, but inside, everything is in chaos. Every cell of the caterpillar is breaking down into mush. Only after that painful transformation can it become a butterfly. If you cut open the cocoon too early, thinking you're helping, the butterfly never forms strong enough wings to fly. That's what change is like, the mushy, messy middle, when everything feels uncertain or uncomfortable. It's necessary. Your brain is building new neural pathways during this phase. So when you feel stuck, it's not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you are transforming. Let's pause for a second. It's the start of a new year. You might be looking at your goals, realizing some things haven't changed. Maybe you promised yourself last year you'd be further ahead, happier, healthier, more focused. And it's easy to feel disappointed, like all your efforts didn't move the needle. But what if you flipped the script? What if instead of saying, "Why haven't I changed?" you asked, "What small change did I actually manage to stick to this year?" Maybe you drank more water. Maybe you were kinder to yourself. Maybe you didn't give up after one failure. That counts. You see, your brain doesn't change through sudden leaps. It changes through repetition, through consistency. Even 1% better every day compounds massively over time. Just like how a plane changing direction by 1 degree can end up in a completely different country, small mental shifts can change your life's trajectory without you even noticing at first. Here's the key insight that ties it all together. Your brain resists change not to hurt you, but to protect you. The same brain that built your anxiety, fear, or self-doubt is also the one capable of building resilience, confidence, and courage. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire itself. It's proof that you are never stuck, no matter what situation you are in. You can literally change the structure of your brain through repeated thoughts and actions. Every time you choose to act differently, even slightly, you strengthen a new neural pathway and weaken the old one. This means your future self isn't a mystery, it's a build project. You can design it one neural connection at a time. And yes, your brain will fight back, but every time you push through, you're teaching it that discomfort isn't a danger, it's a signal of growth. So when resistance shows up, that's not your enemy knocking. That's your old self saying goodbye. So here's my challenge for you. Before January comes to an end, choose one area of your life you want to change. Not 10, not 5, just one. Then make the smallest possible version of that change you can start today. Not on February 1st, not January 15th, today. Because the longer you wait, the louder your brain's excuses get. And remember, it's not about flipping your life overnight. It's about teaching your brain that it's safe to grow. Think of it like taming a white horse. You don't yank the reins and scare it to behave properly. You show up every day, calmly, consistently, until it learns to trust you. Your brain is the same. By the time December rolls around, you will look back and realize you didn't just set another resolution. You became someone capable of sticking to your goals. So let's recap quickly. Your brain resists change because it's wired to keep you safe, not happy. It sees uncertainty as danger, activating stress responses that pull you back to old habits. The secret isn't to fight resistance, but to understand and retrain it. Name it, make it tiny, visualize it, reward progress. Remember, discomfort isn't a sign of failure. It's the signal that your brain is learning something new. Change is a conversation with your mind. One where you slowly convince it that the new path is worth walking. If you want to dive deeper into how to rewire your brain for success, watch the next video popping up right here. Until next time, stay radiant and take care of your beautiful mind and body.